In these three problems, we're going to find the x and y-intercepts of each and then graph them. To do that, we find the x-intercept by plugging in 0 for y, and we find the y-intercept by plugging in 0 for x. Or, since we plug in 0, 2 times 0 equals 0, so that would kind of go away. So I'm going to use what's called the cover-up method to solve these. This is what I mean by that. If I cover up the x term, negative 3y equals 12 is left over. If I cover up the y term, 2x equals 12 is left over. Then, to solve, I'm just going to divide by 2 for the x and get x equals 6, and divide by negative 3 for the y, and y equals negative 4. Okay, to graph this, x equals 6 on the x-axis, go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put a dot. On the y, it's negative 4, so go down 4, and put a dot, and then connect the dots. And that's how we graph by using the x and y intercepts. And number 2, if I use the cover-up method, 4x equals negative 2. If I cover up the x term, 2y equals negative 2. On the x, divide by 4, and x equals negative 1/2. On the y, divide by 2, and y equals negative 1. So on the y-axis, I'm going to go down 1, and put a dot. On the x, I need to go back 1.5. So if I go back 1, it's not quite to 1, it's a negative 1/2. So I'm going to go through those 2 points, connect them, and it looks like that when you graph. The last one, cover up the y, 9x equals negative 9. Cover up the x, negative y equals negative 9. On the x, divide by 9, x equals negative 1. Negative 1 would be right there. And on the y, this is like a negative 1, so I can divide by that to get the y by itself. And it gives me y equals 9, positive 9. So on the y-axis, I'm going to go up 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And connect those 2 dots. And that is how you graph using x and y intercepts.